Hello and welcome. My name is Isabella Eredita Johnson, and I'm the director of the Opera Night series. For over a year now, we have been posting virtual concerts in place of live ones. They have been pre-recorded and made available on YouTube. We are now looking forward to returning to in-person concerts, and as things stand, we will take a hiatus for August and look to begin our 21-22 season in September or October. Please check our website for details as they develop. We will also send out newsletter updates. When we do start up this fall, we will be returning to our original format from the years at Cafe Portofino and then the early years at St. Paul's in Northport. Those concerts were an open mic format. They were always spontaneous and full of surprises. A piano accompanist will be available, so all the singers need to do is to bring a copy of music for the accompanist. Choose an aria or an art song or perhaps an occasional selection from the Great American Songbook. Feel free to join our email list and check our website. In the meantime, please enjoy our latest virtual concert featuring Vincenzo Fiorito singing Go Lovely Rose by Roger Quilter, followed by Keith Milkey singing from Donizetti's Don Pasquale, and following the singers, we have poet Kate Dixon. Please enjoy and have a great summer. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Vincenzo Fiorito, and this is Go Lovely Rose. Go, lovely rose, tell her that wastes her time and me, that now she knows when I resemble her to thee, how sweet and fair she seems to be. Fair to have her graces fine, that hadst thou sprung in deserts where no man abide, thou must have uncommanded died. Small is the worth of beauty from the light retired. Bid her come forth, suffer herself to be desired, and not blush so to be admired, and that she, the common fate of all things rare, may read in thee. How small upon a time they share, that are so wondrous sweet.
mattino, occhio che balla e ride, sguardo che il cor conclude, chioma che vinciale, no sorriso incantator, sorriso incantator. Alma innocente ingenua che semine spagnola, Molesia impareggiabile, bontà che innamora, ai miseri pietosa, gentil, dolce, amorosa. Il cielo ha fatto nascere, per fa beato un cor, beato un cor. Il cielo ha fatto nascere, per fa beato un cor, per fa beato un cor. Il cielo ha fatto nascere per fa
That was
This poem is dedicated to Barbara Southard, Suffolk County Poet Laureate. Opening the poems. Then, of course, I must go out with careless hair, with surprise in my breath, into the wild wind, and feel what it is to open, what it is to open the poems. My hands loose and rustling as leaves, turning in a book shared by one who is dear. Dear because she can make poems that know the wind, loosening dry bark and twigs from branches that beckon even as they let go. And they go, breaking into unrecognizable crumbles of dust and leaf, even with sleeves raised for protection, bypassing eyelash and blink to blow into eyes. The poems come through sniff and pour, slipping into openings. They rub inside shoes, swish between buttons, create bright spots on my skin. The poems push against and within this jumble of cells that form myself. And what am I but lucky to feel their lovely sting, to be soft enough to take them in. drowning. Learning to swim was more important than learning to read, our mother said. She told stories of those who hadn't mastered the river's lessons. The current, the boat, the propeller. Charlie and I studied the moods of water, ashen modulations of storm, perfect reflections of morning, the cedars in folded silence on the far side. Each day's chapter featured lessons turned up by the changing tide, the leaky rowboat, a broken channel marker. One day, a flotilla of baby snapping turtles bobbed by, once a bloated body. Careless gods, we'd touch patches of sand floating on the surface, the particles tumbling in broken phonetics down the river's myth. Wild things were ours to catch and decode in days that overflowed into frothy sunsets. At supper, Dad would share vocabulary, words flickering like the fireflies Charlie collected in jars. Mostly we listened to wind and crickets, to liquid murmurs. I can still hear Mother reading aloud to us in the night, language lapping at the covers, stories rippling in our ears, wonder rising over our heads. Goldilocks has questions. Who keeps sending children alone into the forest? And why are we on this journey? Did it begin with a basket, a grandmother, or am I infringing on someone else's story? There are woods, definitely woods, path dimming, cold, hungry, and a dangerous thing lurking, curiosity. It is grueling finding ways between the trees, discovering houses that can't exist. Now, an unlocked door, the threshold breached, and choices, seeking what is cool enough to touch, strong enough to hold, soft enough to love. So why are things breaking around me? Maybe the wrong things are fragile. Though shaken, I am not broken. Still I've been scalded. It is burning, this living. The soup is too soon on the tongue, and the tongue is afraid to taste again. The body aches for comfort, sleep. I wake to see I don't belong. Leap to escape the uncomfortable mix of what is wild and what is human. Run, scratched, stumbling from the savage possibility that I will never take the exact journey I set out on. Now sweating and breathless, I dash further into the forest with an unbearable suspicion that my permanent condition is being lost.